This is the brand new Zoom H6 Essential. It's a 6-channel 32-bit audio recorder, and it's part of the new 32-bit family from Zoom, consisting of the Zoom H1, the Zoom H4, and the big one, the H6. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about my experience with this recorder over the past 2 weeks and some of the things that I've noticed about it. So let's get right into it. First off, before I show you all the awesome features that this recorder has, I want to show you how it sounds. So we're going to go into the woods and capture some different types of sounds, maybe of wind, of trees, of a stream, all that kind of cool stuff, so you get a better sense of what this recorder is capable of. So let's hear how it sounds. Alright, so that's how it sounds with a combination of the internal microphones, which, here's how they sound right now. They sound pretty good, and my Rode NTG4 Plus, which I'm using right now. As I said earlier, this is a 6-channel audio recorder. You have the 2 channels on the top and then 4 inputs on the sides. Now, the 4 inputs are combo inputs, so if you want to plug in an instrument, maybe like an acoustic guitar or a bass guitar or keyboard, you can do that. And if you want to hook up another channel, maybe with a shotgun microphone or any microphone, you can do that as well. Now, you can also use this as an audio interface. If you don't want to record with the recorder and just want to run it through another software, you can plug that in. And then you can also use the same USB-C port to transfer audio files. So all you have to do is go into the settings, select audio transfer, and then just plug it into a computer, and it works like a USB drive, which is awesome. You can also record everything to the internal SD card and pull that off and transfer it that way, but you probably don't want to do that because the door seems a little bit flimsy and it might break over time. So I would recommend just plugging it in with USB-C, and that works great. And you can also power it off of USB-C. For example, if you don't want to use the AA batteries, which you need 4 of, you can just power it off of USB-C from a power bank or maybe your camera, like a D-tap connector or something like that. Basically, any USB-C port that has power delivery should work to power this recorder, which is awesome for flexibility. Now, as far as mounting goes, there's only 1 mounting port, which I really don't like when products do this. I wish there were 2, but there's only 1. This recorder isn't meant to be really mounted though, because it's in its name, really, handy recorder. You're meant to just hold it, which it does work great for that. It's about the size of a phone, so you can just hold it and it works great. Now, as far as the ease of use for recording and stuff like that goes, it's super easy. Now, you can just press what microphone you want. So right now I'm recording with the internal microphones and with XLR port 1. So you just press those and then hit record. Let's get to the main feature of this recorder, which is 32-bit float. So normal recorders maybe are 16 or 24-bit, they will clip. So for example, if you talk really quietly, like super quietly, and then you yell really loudly like this, well, normal recorders will clip. But because this recorder is 32-bit, it has over 1500 decibels of dynamic range, which basically means no matter what you do, you'll never clip the audio levels, which is great because you never really have to monitor it. Now, I would still recommend that you do monitor it, and for that there is a headphone jack as well as a line out, but you don't have to in a scenario like this. I don't have to worry about how loud I talk because it really doesn't matter. That's one of the headlining features about this recorder. Like most prosumer professional grade recorders, it can do a variety of sample rates from 44.1, 48, and 96 kilohertz. Now, a true professional grade recorder will do 192 kilohertz at 32-bit, something like the Mix Pre 3, but those are extremely expensive, over $800. And for the price point of $300, this offers a lot for what it is. Because it is cheaper, the build quality isn't amazing. It's just plastic with a plastic screen, but that's okay. What you're really getting is high performance at a lower cost. So if you're doing maybe YouTube videos or band recordings or just need a good recorder, but you don't need to mount it and you don't need to worry about like crazy battery life and you don't need 192 kilohertz. Basically, you don't need a professional recorder, but you kind of do at the same time. This is basically a great middle ground between those extremely expensive high-end recorders and something cheaper from Tascam or even the cheaper Zooms. So this is a great option. It offers basically every professional feature you need without the ones that you don't, which makes sense of the price point of being $300 and not $600. If I paid $600, I would expect more out of it, but for $300, it's just great. So I think that's about it for this video. Overall, it's a great price for what it offers. I don't really have any complaints and has a ton of features. Now, there are more features that I mentioned in this video. You can do a little bit of EQing on device. There's a bunch of little settings and things you can change for displays or things like that. And you can detach the microphones if you don't want to use those. There's a little cover. And you can also get a Bluetooth adapter. There's all sorts of little things, but for the general use case of just plugging a mic in or using the internal microphones, it's an awesome little recorder and there aren't any complaints. Now, if you want to pick up one for yourself, check out the Amazon affiliate link in the description below. You'll also see options there for the H1, H4, and the H6. Those recorders are basically the same as this. They just have less inputs and a less capable microphone on the top, but for all intents and purposes, they're basically all the same. So that's gonna be about it for today's video, but before we go, I wanna tell you about our sponsor, Artlist. If you're a content creator like myself on YouTube, or even have a large production company, you're going to need stock assets like music, sound effects, and footage, and Artlist is the best place to get that. With different plans starting with music and sound effects to Artlist Max with everything you need, Artlist is the place to go. If you wanna get 2 months for free on your annual subscription, check out the link below. Thank you to Artlist for supporting the channel, and back to the video. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. If you wanna watch another video or follow me on social media, check out the links below. If you have any other questions about this recorder, let me know and I'll get an answer to you. That's gonna be about it, and I'll see you in the next video.